Hello love bugs, welcome back to my channel. It's Peasy Lou with LuvBug Light, and I'm so excited to do another video for you guys today. So today's video is a pick a card reading on if your person wants to take your relationship further, or do they want a relationship with you at all. So we'll get some messages from your persons at the end. So for now, go ahead and tune into the piles, see which one you're resonating with. I have pile 1 with the White Newman Tarot and the Ombre Fluorite. I have pile 2 with the Mystic Mondays Tarot with the Rose Quartz. And I have pile 3 with the Modern Witch Tarot and the Clear Quartz Point. So you guys can go ahead and tune into the piles. If more than one pile resonates with you, that's completely fine. You can watch more than one of the piles readings, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. We have the White Newman Tarot with the Ombre Fluorite. I'm so excited to have you guys here today. So go ahead and get your person in mind. Think about any questions that you want answered while we try to narrow down if your person wants to go further with you in this connection, if they want a relationship with you, and so on and so forth. Get your questions. So what is pile 1's person feeling about them overall right now? We got the King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, 2 pages, okay, and the King of Cups. King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Cups. All right, guys, I feel like with this going on, how your person is feeling overall towards the connection is they might be a little bit exhausted. You guys both might be a little bit exhausted. This is starting off with the King of Pentacles, and usually the King of Pentacles doesn't looks a little bit more happy, doesn't look as sad and exhausted. Obviously, this is somebody that people look up to and people want to be like. And I think the problem is that sometimes people have all this love for you and this idolatry for you. They don't realize what it's like to be in your shoes. So I feel like overall in the connection, maybe you guys have been trying to work on making it come together. Maybe you guys have been trying to work on making it be something better. Or if you're already in a relationship, thinking about the future, or if you're not in a relationship, thinking about making it work, but it's becoming exhausting is the feeling that I'm getting. I feel like people look at the two of you, you and your person, like, oh my gosh, look at them, like they're so great, and they're definitely envied by you guys, but deep down inside you're exhausted about making this connection work. And I feel like your person doesn't want to express to you how exhausted they are about making this work and whatever is going on situation wise, because we got this King of Cups here. And just look at them with this side eye. What's up with these kings in this deck? I don't know. I feel like they're feeling a little bit of resentment. But your King of Cups has a side eye here. And I think with that, you got these goldfish in the back, which really is a sign of your person being spiritually awakened. But I think with the King of Cups, they're such a compassionate person. They don't want to hurt your feelings, pile 1, about how they're really feeling and about how exhausting this is. They want to trust their intuition and have a sense of sensitivity with you. And they want to visualize the relationship getting better, but it's literally becoming exhausted. And I'm feeling like there's just a lack of balance. So let's get some cards about how they're feeling about you right now, pile 1. Where are they? I'm like, where are they? Oh, there's some more over here. They need to get shuffled in. Oops. All right. How's pile 1's person feeling about them right now? What is pile 1? What should pile 1 know about how their person is feeling? Do they want to move forward? Do they want to go further? Oops. Let's find out. We got the Two of Pentacles, got the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Hanged Man. All right, and it looks like Six of Wands wanted to fly out there. I'm gonna just put that off to the side for now. We'll see. We'll see how that might relate. All right. It's crazy that I was talking about how there might be a lack of balance, and then the Two of Pentacles pop up. I mean, the Two of Pentacles isn't necessarily a bad thing. The Two of Pentacles is really just about trying to find some balance and kind of going back and forth around in this like never-ending battle for balance. But I think the good thing about this card is you always have to just take like a playful approach. It's the Two of Pentacles. So when it comes to your relationship and how your person is feeling, maybe they feel like they're always battling for some balance. Like you guys are always going back and forth around in a circle, yin and yang, and maybe just not quite seeing eye to eye. That's followed by the King of Wands. So like, I don't know, I feel like this means that your person wants to take the lead and is determined to find a way to make this connection work. But I feel like they're just tired, and maybe you're just not meeting them halfway, pile one, or maybe there's something that you're not seeing. You're not seeing that you're not trying enough. You're not trying as much. One person is giving way too much than the other is what I'm getting. It might not be you, it might be the person, but one person is giving way too much, and there's a lack of balance. And then there's this Seven of Cups here, and I just feel like there's just too much. Your person feels and wants and visualizes a really great relationship with you, and there's so many different things and so many different situations and directions that your person might want to go, but ultimately they're up in the sky and up in the clouds and need to be grounded a little bit and come back down to reality and realize what groundwork was really necessary to make this relationship work. And I think that's pretty accurate because it's followed by the Hangman. But the Hangman is like, oh, I fell, I was falling from a tree, and then a vine caught me. Oh, but I'm good now. I'm good. I'm content in this. I'm content in this situation. I'm pretty indifferent in this situation. I'm trying to just take perspective and live in the moment. I feel like this connection, your person really wants to make this connection work, but I feel like there's so many blocks. I'm gonna pull some cards for blocks because your person is feeling like there's no balance, and you know, your person is a determined leader, but there's always like some type of inner battle for balance. Even though your person is tremendously like powerful, it's just something they just can't figure it out. Because they're thinking about all these different things and all these different ways that everything could work, which is not realistic right now. And so your person feels like they just need to sit and chill and either just be content with how it is because they're becoming so exhausted, or they want to sit and chill and figure out how they can make this work. But I feel like they need your help, pile one. So let's get a couple of cards about what the blocks might be, pile one. All right. Well, we got the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, or the blocks. Somebody hurt, one of you guys hurt each other, maybe. Somebody did something that really hurt the other person. It's either that or you guys are really heartbroken that you can't get past this obstacle. You can't get over this hump. You can't move this mountain to make everything better. Yeah, there's definitely something happened. Something happened. That's a block. Maybe, pile one, are you not meeting your person halfway? Are they exhausted because maybe they lied to you about something, or maybe there was some infidelity in the relationship and you kind of just checked out maybe? And now your person is exhausted because they're trying to make it work and you forgave them, but deep down maybe you really didn't forgive them, and that's why you're a little bit checked out and not trying as hard. I don't know. Just take what resonates and leaves what doesn't. Because then it's followed by the King of Swords. This is a block. So the King of Swords is always, you know, a very confident person, not fearful at all. They lack fear. They're really strengthened. They're really strong. And, you know, they usually have a pretty wise... They're pretty mentally clear when it comes to the direction that they need to go in life. And so, clearly, there's no clarity in this relationship. Another block is that there's no confidence, there's no strength. The relationship's not strong enough. It's not going in the direction that you guys might have thought. Followed by the Six of Pentacles. So this is a block. Another balance card. There's a lack of balance in this relationship. And you guys, if you guys want to be together, you guys really got to figure it out. And you really got to communicate. You really got to manifest, you know, how you guys can be happiest with each other if you're supposed to be together. But Six of Pentacles, like... this card is just like, oh, I'm alone and I'm with my, in the words of this book, their little spirit guide, their little pet, and, you know, everything is stable, walking on earth. Their other hand has a scale, hence the balance. And so there's obviously a lack of balance. There's not enough initiation to create harmony in this connection is what I'm getting. And it's causing you guys to kind of stay stuck and not be able to grow. Is what I'm feeling. So let's get a couple of oracle cards before we get messages to see what more we can find out about this connection. Ah! She's flying at me. It's a couple. What does pile one need to know more about this connection? Oh. This pile one's person. Oh, stuff dropping. They all drop face down. If cards drop face down, I don't read them. Usually, if they fall face up, I typically almost always read them. All right, what do we got? Ugh. Bittersweet. What else? We got facade. Pile one. Yellow cards are about the solar plexus chakra, which is usually about like making intelligent decisions. And the blue cards, the blue chakra is about your throat chakra and how you communicate with people. So this card, Bittersweet, pretty much goes along with the whole entire reading. It's like the very first, we started off this reading with the King of Pentacles and him just looking so sad, and the King of Cups, or him looking so exhausted, excuse me, and the King of Cups giving the side eye, you know, and just the overall connection being exhausting. Which is really crazy because it's like people think that your connection is so great, but at the end of the day, they're envied by you, but you guys are exhausted, and that's very bittersweet. This card really is just about going through the motions and putting a smile on your face, even when you know you don't really have the energy to. Putting a smile on your face because you know it's going to put a smile on somebody else's face. Just having a bittersweet life. As you can see, the woman in this picture is crying. I think when I read about it, she was going through some problems, I think, in her home life, but it was their daughter's birthday and they didn't want their daughter to be sad about everything that was going on. So even though she was crying on the inside, she wanted her daughter to be happy because it was her daughter's birthday. So yeah, ouch, that could mean a lot, pile one. I feel like your person is crying on the inside, but they just want you to be happy. And I think they might even be jeopardizing their happiness. Oh, which is crazy now that I think about it, because this facade card is about a kid who, when he was younger, his father died early and he had to take on the family and be the man of the house at a really young age. And he couldn't really enjoy his childhood. And he regretted that his whole life. If he considered himself like really powerful and like happy that he became the man of the house, but when he became older, he was like, wow, I forgot to go play in the park. Like, I need to go and play in the park. Actually, let's read what that says. I don't know if my analogies sound. Yeah, so basically the story I was telling you, and then it says, at the very end of his life, on his way to heaven, he stopped at the park and finally reclaimed the inner child he had left behind many years before. If you're unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something you're not. Oh, this card is about reclaiming life. What have you done to heal your childhood pain? Might as well read what the bittersweet one says too while I got the book in my hand. Bittersweet. The passing of all things is inevitable. Whatever is happening may require release. This card could also represent unexpected news. It says a lot, but let's get the overall. It also says there's inner strength here, helping you to rise above circumstances and do the right thing. It's time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagined. That almost makes me feel like how I was talking about your person the whole time. I might have been talking about how you're feeling exhausted and stuff because of heartbreak, and it's bittersweet. Anyway, let's get some message cards. I'm getting all into this reading. I want to know, what would pile one's person want to say to them right now? Never knew a love so good. Please call me back eventually. Maybe that's what's exhausting. Trying to communicate. Ooh. I'm big mad. Huh. What else will pile one's person say? I dream about you. Yeah, I'm really sensing that one of the people in this party is really upset about stuff. And the other person is like, no, take me back. Like, I want you. Like, please, let's find another way to make this work. You deserve more. You probably know that. Just take what resonates and leave what does not. I'm on the way. Ooh. That could mean they're literally on their way and they want to see you and they want to, or it could mean they're on their way to figuring this out and to being a better person. I'm triggered. It's so crazy how many of these cards I have and how the same ones come out sometimes. Shuffle it a little bit longer. What else? That just flew out. We have so many memories. You're stuck with me. Okay, so they're gonna try to figure it out. A couple more cards for pile one. Drinks on me. You guys need to go and have a chit chat over drinks. I love you so much. Let's get one more for pile one. Ah! Nope. Actually, two more because this one. Give me a sign. I'm nervous. Yeah, I feel like these messages are pretty accurate because I have so many positive cards in here in this deck, and all the like so-so ones are coming out. Kind of. Not all of the so-so ones. And then last one. Would you say yes? Oh, that's something for you to think about, pile one. All right, that's all that I have for you. I really hope that this pile resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up. If not, not a big deal. Feel free to choose another pile or another video that I've made, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile two. I'm so happy to have you here. We got pile two. We have the Mystic Mondays Tarot with the Rose Quartz. So I'm so happy to have you guys here. I really hope that this pile ends up resonating with you. If not, it's completely fine. You can decide to choose a different pile. So go ahead, get your person in mind so we can figure out where your connection is headed, if your relationship is going to move any further, or yeah. All that. Get your questions in mind and we'll find out for you. Ooh, well. The Chariot and the Five of Cups flew out. So this is what your person's, the overall energy of your person's. Are these all like that? Okay, I'm sure. We got the Knight of Wands. Let's get one more about the overall energy. Ooh! If cards fall face down, I don't read them. If they fall face up, I do. Just like to always remind people of that in case you're new watching my videos. Got the Four of Wands. All right, and for the sake of my battery life right now on my camera, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rest of the cards and we'll talk about it collectively. So let's get some cards for how your person's feeling about you. Well, Queen of Pentacles flew out. The Hanged Woman. I like that. Pile two. Temperance. Uno más. One more. Three of Wands. All right, let's grab some cards for blocks. Death. Queen of Cups. One more. Blocks. Pile two. It's relationship. Well, one more, but two flew out. Eight of Pentacles. And the Queen of Wands. All right, we'll get an oracle card in just a second. Let's just make some space here. We got a lot going on. Actually, I'll continue to make space later. Let's just talk about them. Yeah. All right, guys, when I look at this overall, just looking at all these cards right in front of my face, I might start doing all my readings like this because I kind of like getting the bird's eye view. We're gonna actually talk about that. But overall, I feel like there's a lack of patience in this connection. We'll get into it. But what the great thing is that this spread starts off with the Chariot. I freaking love this card. First off, it's a major arcana card. Major arcana cards are more about the long haul, and the bird's eye view more so, whereas the minor arcana is more about like temporary things that are happening in the in and out in your present life. But anyway, the Chariot, it looks like she's on a roller coaster, but on a beautiful animal instead, in the desert, the beautiful sky and the sun and pyramids behind, or whatever that might be. But anyway, it starts off with the Chariot. This is the overall feelings the overall energy of the relationship is the Chariot, a long-term card, which is great. Just basically like, no matter what comes your way, no matter what obstacles are there, no matter what mountains need to be moved, you guys are going to get through it, and it only makes you stronger. So I absolutely love that this is the first card. It makes me actually feel good, even though I see all the other cards already. But yeah, so your person knows that your relationship is strong, and you guys are going to be able to get through anything and everything that comes your way. Followed by the Five of Cups. Duh. Disappointment, setback. So yeah, your person knows that no matter what, there are always going to be setbacks in life. Or if your person doesn't know, and if you don't know, this card is letting you know that the overall energy of your relationship is that there have been some setbacks. There have been some disappointments, but your relationship is so strong for the long haul. Whether you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, friends and friends, whatever it may be, the overall energy is that it's for the long haul, and you guys can get through everything, anything and everything. Followed by the Knight of Wands. So yeah, you're like a risk taker, and you guys have ambition. So I feel like you guys are really compatible and enjoy each other in your relationship. I love these two cards together, since the Knight of Wands talks about having ambition and being a risk taker. I mean, obviously this Chariot card looks like somebody that's definitely a risk taker. But the Knight of Wands also means that you guys are going to take every opportunity that comes your way. You're going to make your dreams your desire. So I really love that what I'm getting in this connection, what I'm feeling in this connection, that you guys are going to willing to go through anything and everything to, you know, live a prosperous life. And you're going to get through obstacles and boundaries together, ultimately, and create a really nice, stable home life. And I feel like with this Four of Wands card, about like appreciating your home and being more of like a homebody, being centered, and, you know, having stability and basically a good foundation in your relationship. I feel like even though this is a timeless reading, this is 2021 right now while I'm making this video, and I feel like this time that you guys have spent together during the pandemic has allowed you to realize how strong of a foundation that you guys actually have. So that's the overall energy in your relationship. Let's get to this second row about how your person is feeling. Like, does your person want to take this further? So we start off with the Queen of Pentacles. Such a pretty little card. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is really loving and comforting and gives support. So I feel like your person feels like you're very motherly and you take care of them well. You make them feel really good. You're really compassionate, and that makes them feel at home and makes them want to continue to have a commitment with you. Followed by the Hanged Woman. I love that this is like the Hanged Woman, but this card is one of patience. Like I said, this overall spread just gives me patience when we have ambition and going through all of our problems and making our dreams come true, having a good home life. I really feel like this whole spread is just about being patient in your connection, because I feel like you guys have a nice solid foundation with this Four of Wands. But yeah, you guys need to be patient and see the bigger picture. Sometimes the Hangman in this deck is, yeah, it's more about like seeing the picture and being stuck between the future and the past. And you just got to make some sacrifices like you've been doing. And like I said, there are going to be some delays. There are going to be some setbacks. But ultimately, when you sit there and really think on it and meditate on it, you'll realize what needs to be sacrificed and what doesn't in order to make this connection work. So I feel like your person might need to do some thinking, but they do think you're this Queen of Pentacles. It's really loving, nurturing, supportive person. Temperance. Temperance. So the Hanged Woman was a major arcana card. So is this Temperance card. Temperance card is about balance and patience. So I feel like your person feels like in your connection, even though you're so great, there's a lot to think about and a lot that needs to be balanced. You guys really need to see the bird's eye view of things with this Three of Wands card. The Three of Wands is about persistence, another like patience type card, anticipation, and like progressing towards all of your goals in your relationship. So it's like, take the bird's eye view, and really, I feel like your person feels like you guys, yeah, you just need a little bit more balance. Because patience, balance, and moderation is the key to like move towards your dreams. So yeah, it's about taking the high road and figuring out how you can get to those dreams, you know, how you can get to all of your goals. Just take the bird's eye view and think on it. You really want to think on it. Take the bird's eye view, because you really love that your person is this Queen of Pentacles, or they love that you are this Queen of Pentacles, this great, loving, compassionate person. I feel like your connection is pretty cool. My only concern is that there aren't too many cups in this spread. But anyway, we pulled cups for blocks. So for blocks, we got Death, Queen of Cups, speaking of cups, Eight of Pentacles, and King of Wands. Ooh, I put it in the wrong order. Was it Death? Yeah, it was like this, right? Yeah, it was like this. Oh, the blocks in this relationship. First off, the Death card, people be like, oh my God, am I gonna die? No, the Death card is about like rebirth and endings and conclusions and taking new chances on new things, like transformations that are like really important for your life. So the blocks is that, I don't know, maybe you guys are stuck in the same situation and there's no space for rebirth. Or maybe you guys aren't realizing or facing the facts that you're not really moving forward or progressing in the relationship. Or maybe you're trying to, but you're not patient enough and doing too much. And so if you're not seeing the bird's eye view, if you're not seeing the bird's eye view of how things can be, and you're not making solid plans, then there's no way that new things can happen for you. Followed by the Queen of Cups, another block. Queen of Cups, a really intuitive person, somebody that's really passionate and open-hearted, emotionally stable and fair. Well, this is confusing me a little bit because this is a block, along with the Eight of Pentacles, where the Eight of Pentacles is like working so hard, working all day, all night and day, and now we get the payback, and having perseverance. So maybe we're not working hard, we're not having perseverance, maybe we're not seeing the bigger picture. And since we're not seeing the bigger picture, and we're just not, and we're being so impatient, that maybe our emotions are a little bit out of whack, and we're becoming a little bit more unfair, and we're not so, not so emotionally stable or as intuitive as we usually are, because we're thinking about all these negative things in these blocks. The last block is the King of Wands. So I feel like there's a lack of support, a lack of vision, no leadership when it comes to taking this relationship further. So it's really crazy that these are the blocks, because overall, as far as this reading goes, should you take this any further? I would absolutely say yes. I mean, you guys have such a great relationship, and you can get through so many things, and you have a nice home life. You know, your person feels that you're really supportive, comforting, and loving. But then that just is so weird that this King of Wands comes up as a block, because that shows that there's a lack of support. Maybe one person is more supportive than the other, but you both know that you guys can get through it. You just really got to think about it and balance out life and be persistent at your goals. And be persistent towards your goals. So yeah, as far as the blocks go, I think you guys just need to see the bigger picture, learn to be a little bit more patient Work towards what you want and don't give up. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm getting, is work towards what you want and don't give up, and make sure that your dreams come true so that you guys can kind of see where this relationship can go. Let's pull some oracle cards really quick. Yeah, I'm just feeling you guys just need to be patient. Because it's like, how can you be this loving, great person that's oh, maybe you're this loving, great person. Sorry, this is just bothering me. That's supportive and just more stable, but at the same time, you need to be more intuitive and open-hearted. Maybe a little bit more fair. I don't know, guys. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We got creation. The brow chakra? Crown chakra. And rejection. Ooh, another crown chakra card. Huh. All right, let's read the book about these two cards. Creation and rejection. All right, on creation. Letting go of old ideas and allowing new growth are primary now. The mission you have been on may be complete. A new dawn is coming, and it's time to open yourself to divine inspiration. The message is here. Let go. You no longer need to be the warrior. Okay, so that's the overall. There's a little bit more in depth about it. It also says your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. Wow. That is crazy. Like, you could have chose any deck, but this is the deck that you chose, where the Eight of Pentacles is about doing this art. I mean, a couple of the decks have Eight of Pentacles with artwork, but still, just saying, your path is the artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It's time to make decisions. Decisions. All right, let's read rejection. The overall for rejection says, you no longer need to prove yourself. This is about understanding who you are and what you've created. Ivory allows others into your life. Choose wisely. And then it also says about that rejection card, you don't have to be on the inside track. Be true to yourself or you will not be. Be true to yourself and you will not be unhappy. Basically, be true to yourself and you'll be happy. Rejection is spirit's protection. Ain't that the truth? So strong little relationship we got going on here. I feel like you guys really realized that you enjoyed each other's company, but you just need to make sure that you see the big picture and have patience towards working through this connection. Yeah. Let's get some message cards real quick about what your person would say to you. It's like, if one or both of you feel rejected, sorry, forever with me. If one or both of you feel rejected, it's always okay to move on, but I don't know. I'm feeling like that's not something, I don't know. Forever with me. Well, the reason why I'm saying I don't know is because this card came up. Forever with me. What else will Pile 2's person say to them? Oh. I need to think on this a little more. Do you? Or maybe you need to think on it a little more when your person is asking forever with them. I need some me time. I think we're trying to figure out, you're trying to figure out, is this something that you want to be in? I'm triggered. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm Unsprung. If your person lied to you about something and you've just been a little bit, God, don't. This one felt like it needed to be need to be read. Never knew a love so good. Let's pick this one back up. Get a couple more messages for pile 2. You deserve more. I think it's time. Usually don't read these, but I felt like it. It's miserable and magical. That sounds about right. I wish things could be different. And one more card for you, pile 2. Think of only the good things. Okay. Yeah, so obviously there's been a lot of obstacles that you guys have been going through, and you've been trying to work through it, and there's a little bit of like teeter-tottering and a lack of patience, but at least there have been some good things. And sometimes if the good things outweigh the bad things, then maybe you should give it a shot, pile 2. But that's all I have for you. If this pile resonated for you, please be sure to give me a thumbs up if you can see my thumbs. If not, feel free to choose another pile. Perfectly fine. No big deal. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 3. What is up? PZ Lou with LuvBug Light. Welcome to your pile, the Modern Witch Tarot with the clear quartz point. I'm so happy to have you here. So today we are doing a reading to see whether or not you feel, or if your person feels like you should move on any further or get any more serious. So go ahead and get any questions that you have in mind so we can get some messages from your person later and find out where this connection is headed. What does pile 3 need to know about their connection? How is pile 3's person's overall energy towards their connection? Six of Swords. And again, if this pile, you don't feel like this pile resonates with you, it's always cool to choose another pile. Two of Swords. Page of Wands. And I usually don't read reversals, but this was just sitting right up front in my deck. Justice in reverse. So this is your person's overall feelings towards, feelings towards the connection. For the sake of my battery life, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out how they're feeling overall and what the blocks in the connection might be. So what is pile 3's person feeling overall? What is pile 3's person feeling towards them? Do they want to take this connection further? Let us know. Nine of Cups. In reversals. Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm just going to read them for the sake of the reading because obviously this is what's supposed to come out. All right. The Tower. One more. And the High Priestess. Let's pull out cards for blocks, about 3. What are the blocks in pile 3's connection with their person? What are the blocks from keeping them from moving forward? If the cards fly down, I don't read them. If they fly face up, I do typically. Not all the time, but that's my general rule. Blocks for pile 3's connection. Page of Pentacles. the Magician. Uno más. One more. And the Seven of Wands are the blocks. I feel like I should just go ahead and just charge my computer really quick, but no, I want to keep the energy going. All right. Actually, guys, I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Are you guys ready? All right. So we got overall energy, we got how they're thinking and feeling about you, and we got some blocks. So overall energy with the Six of Swords, Two of Swords, Page of Wands, Justice in reverse. This sage was burning on this card, and I could never pick them up because of my nails. So starting with the Six of Swords, this is basically like the journey of the unknown, like whatever you guys are going through in your connection overall, like you might not know where you're going to end up, and there are definitely going to be some rough waters, as you can tell on this little tiny boat, but your person does want to take charge and protect you and wants to go through this with you. And believe it or not, sometimes going through these rough paths, these rough waters, is the best thing for us in our relationship because it helps us get stronger. Followed by the Two of Swords. Just somebody's blinded by something. How are you going to use your swords if you're blinded? You might end up cutting yourself up. So yeah, the Two of Swords is like raised defenses, blinding yourself through about the difficult situations. So I feel like the overall energy, since the first card was the Six of Swords, and just knowing that you have to go through these difficult storms and weather the storm, but then it's followed by the Two of Swords, where it's almost like the overall connection is that you're more on the defense. This relationship is more on the defense, and you really don't want to see that you guys are going through so much things. You're trying to be blinded and be naive to it, like basically shutting off your emotions and not really seeing or taking a logical approach to the situation. Because obviously, if you need to weather the storm, and if there are bad things happening and going on, you need to be able, the most important thing is to not be blinded and to be present in the moment and be more like this Page of Wands. So this is like new ideas, new journeys, new goals, and so on and so forth. Basically new everything. And just as you can tell, the person in this card is a little bit younger than in some of the other cards. So it's like, hey, I might not have like the maturity to go towards all these goals that I want, but I want everything. I want everything, and I want to experiment with everything, try everything, blah, blah, blah. That's the overall energy. That's followed by the Justice in reverse, which I usually don't read reversals. But I got two reversals in this spread, so we're going to go for it. But this Justice in reverse is basically like, when it comes to this relationship, the choices that are being made are not being fully examined, and we need to make sure that we're doing the right thing. Because the choices that we make ultimately shape the person that we are, how moral we are, ethical decisions that we make, that's the way that people judge us. Unfortunately, judge, justice, little Libra energy with the scales, even though it's backwards, actually air sign energy in general with the sword. But yeah, so what I'm getting is that in this overall connection, you guys want so much and want to do so much and want to try everything, but you don't want to go through this rough road. You don't want to realize that you have to go through these rough roads to get to a place of success in your relationship. And you really got to examine your choices and just examine your decisions and everything, because if you can actually take your blindfold off, and look and face everything that you're going through, you can develop some maturity and strength to, follow through with all the ideas and everything that you want to try in life. So yeah, that's the overall energy that I'm getting, is that there's this like immature voice, not really immature, but just not ready yet voice, like, hey, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this. But there's so many obstacles that we have to go through and rough waters we have to go through before we get to this life, but you're not realizing it yet. You're blinded by it, and we just got to make some good decisions and make some right choices ultimately to get to that relationship of bliss and being able to try out everything and be spontaneous together. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, guys. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Oh, this sage got on these. Then we have the Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords in reverse, the Tower. I'm just push this up a little bit, and then the High Priestess. So this is how your person is feeling about you. Your person feels like, hey, you need to treat yourself. Maybe you guys need to treat yourself together. They feel like you guys be working so hard to get to certain places that you really need to go ahead and stop being so hard on yourself and treat yourself. And I don't know if this is for you or your person, but one of you has been working really, really hard, and you really deserve to do something for yourself and only you. Because when you are happy within and when you become a complete full person, you're better in the relationship, and it makes the relationship better when you have two complete full people that are doing things to raise their vibrations and make sure their energy is nice. So yeah, I feel like they feel like you need to treat yourself and give yourself some more credit and not be so hard on yourself. But I'm feeling like, I don't know, it's kind of one-sided. Like one person feels like they're trying to be clear and trying to push you in this boat and you know, weather the storm, even though the other person is blinded, and the person is like, hey, but yeah, treat yourself. Once we get over this water and we get home, like, make sure you treat yourself because you deserve it, even though I did all the work and was paddling and everything. And then we have the Ace and Swords of reverse. So since it's in reverse, I feel like there's no clarity or no like new ideas or no new direction of where this relationship is gonna go. And that's followed by the Tower, which is about like change, disruption, and setbacks. I feel like if you don't do all that you can to make sure that you are good inside and a whole person, then this relationship is not going to work. There's not going to be any direction for it to take if you guys aren't good together. Because it seems like one person has their eye on the prize and one person is just like, ha ha ha, and la la land. And, you know, you got to pay attention. You got to be aware of what's going on, because ultimately these Tower moments where things fall down and come to shit do happen. So you got to be more aware and more intuitive, and trust your gut. My phone is ringing. Like, seriously today? Yeah, so overall, I'm feeling that your person feels like if you guys aren't good within yourself, if you guys aren't, you know, if it's always just like, oh, rough waters, oh, rough roads, oh, we're blinded, oh, we can't reach this. If it's always like that and never like treating yourself and coming up with new ideas to make your situation better, I feel like they feel defeated. Almost like, should we keep moving in a direction to make us better? Should we keep weathering these storms together? You know what I mean? Because let's follow it with the High Priestess. It's like, should we be intuitive and trust our intuition? What I want to ask you, what is your intuition? Do you feel like you should be going down these rough waters together? Do you feel like you need to treat yourself more and like become better so that the relationship can be better? Do you want to be this person that's sitting on her throne, super intuitive, that wise and knows a lot of things about life and how to make relationships better? This card could also mean that somebody's keeping a secret. The High Priestess is intuitive and loving and stuff, but she's so wise. She knows almost everything, and it might not be getting shared with you, or you might not be sharing it with your person, is what I'm getting, pile 3. But anyway, we pulled some cards for blocks. We got the Page of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Seven of Wands. So the Page of Pentacles is usually a card about focusing on goals and being really driven and determined, and really reliable. And this person is another page, so this person is young, also known as the Princess of Pentacles, I believe. But This is a block. So whatever is going on in this relationship, I feel like one or both of you can't rely on each other. You're not really focused on your goals. You're not really focused on being determined about how to make this relationship work. And I feel like because of these blocks here where people aren't working on themselves together. Another block is the Magician. The Magician is like amazing. One of my favorite cards in this deck. But the Magician can do anything. I mean, she's a magician. And so since this is a block, it's like, no, I can't do anything. No, I'm not emotionally connecting to my goals. There isn't an emotional goal. There's not nothing that's making me feel passionate about, you know, making this relationship better. I feel like there's a lack of inspiration, a lack of motivation to want to be in this relationship. And we're just not focusing on the big picture or focusing on our dreams. So that's definitely a block. And then that's followed by the Seven of Wands, another card where there's no drive, no willpower, you know. Well, there is drive and willpower when it's upright. Did this come out in reverse? Oh, no, it's a block, duh. The reason why it is a block is because this card is about, you know, being driven and having willpower, just like some of the other cards. But since it's a block, it's like, yeah, you're not driven. You don't have any willpower. I feel like this is also a card of like jealousy about either about somebody else or somebody else's relationship. And this card is also saying like, hey, fight for this, because the Seven of Wands is willing to fight for anything and everything. And if this is a block, then you're not fighting for your relationship, one or both of you. And I really feel like it's one of you, considering all these cards where it seems like somebody wants to go ahead and take on the rough waters, but people are blinded. Even this card, this Nine of Cups, is like, I feel like the feminine energy is like, oh, my arms are crossed, whatever. But anyway, let's pull some oracle cards to find out more about this connection. Expansion, a block of communication. The blue is the throat chakra. I'm just gonna read them right out the book today. And then grief, the heart chakra. Let's grab the book. Let's grab the book, guys. Expansion. Seeking good advice is vital when you're pushing into new territory. Stay away from anyone who is critical of your dreams. This indicates possibly changing your friends. Ooh, expansion. You'll see it when you believe it. What else does it say about expansion? Your life is changing as you move away from the old. Your life is changing as you move away from the old way of relating to others. New people are entering your life. Relationships may no longer work. You need to reach out to those who are in the same vibrational frequency of personal upliftment. Call upon your higher companions to advise you at this time. Oh my God, I think I'm getting it, guys. So yeah, that one person just might need to move on, whether it's you or your person. It might even be you. Duh. Might need to move on because it just might not be serving you properly. Like, you're trying so hard, but the other person isn't. So what's the point? Find somebody that will try just as hard as you so you can have this great relationship. Because if there's somebody crossing their arms like, well, whatever, then, I mean, what's the point? Let's find out about grief. The card is so sad. She's all crying with her doggy. Where am I? Where am I, guys? Here we go. Pickle represents the strength of a character inherent in true love. This card heralds a deep caring and an ability to heal and love again. However deep the pain or the hard challenges you face, the troubled time denotes smooth sailing ahead. Well, that's good, guys. Penelope and Pickle remind us of what we reveal. We can heal. Give yourself time, you will love again. In your honor, your pain, it will change your life. Is lingering grief preventing me from progress? Or is lingering grief preventing you from progress? What can you see in your heart? All right, guys. Those oracle cards kind of basically let me know that, yeah, you might just really be in pain for trying to make this relationship work, or the vice versa. And that sucks. And I feel like Does your person want to move further in this relationship? I feel like no. I feel like you shouldn't either, judging from this spread. Let's see what your person will want to say to you. You deserve more. Huh. That's a blank card. I don't know how that got in here. I've been waiting for you. Think of only the good things that came out in pile 2 as well. I love looking into your eyes. I'm sorry I lied to you. That's why they're like, think of only the good things. Think about how I love looking into your eyes. Don't think about the fact that I lied to you and that you deserve more. I love you so much. I believe it. What's love got to do with it? It hurts sometimes, I know, guys. I want to spend my life with you. Do we believe them? Please call me back eventually. I think you're over it. Couple more. Drinks on me. They're like, yeah, call me back eventually. I want to take you out on drinks. Come on. Give me some time. I think that's you. I'm sprung. The person is like, I want you so much. Come on. And you're like, you don't even give any effort. As soon as I said that, I don't even know if that got caught on camera, but is it hot in here or is it just me flew up? And that could mean like you're really sexy, but in that case, I know it meant like, woo, she telling the truth. I won't let you down. Fell out. Let's get 2 more. Give me a sign. I'm nervous. Uno más. 1 more. Well, just kidding. About a couple fell out. I should buy you roses. Never knew a love so good. I think that one already came out. I don't know. A bunch just flew out. I need some space. And I think you are my soulmate. All right, pile 3. That's all that I have for you today. I really hope that this pile resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give your girl a huge thumbs up and like this video. Feel free to watch another pile. If you feel like this pile didn't resonate with you, please go ahead, hit the red subscribe button. I'd love to have you subscribe. Also, I have another channel called PZ Lou if you're into like the law of attraction, manifesting the life you desire, and so on and so forth. And until the next time, I will see you soon. Bye.